EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Carr going to throw right away. His first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Will go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd and a couple. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They run for the first down with Ty Chandler. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From the red zone now, Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, 14 yards. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Right Monday down.
Carr going to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing his Carr on third down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. In motion left is Davis. They run. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
7:34.
Now Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Wonnum got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And here's Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On play action, now Carr. Completes it to Perry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Throwing now is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Being chased out left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff to Chandler. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43. 84 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 38 yards. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Blankenship out for the point after. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Saints 3. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
93.
To throw his Carr. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
93. 93.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action now. Cousins. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Cousins. Open right side, complete to Rager. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play fake. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. 2nd down, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 10. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Raider 9. 29.
Carr now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Carr. Again, it's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 7:34. 6:37.
Now Carr again. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
180. 180. We're good. White Monday down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Hey, Raider 2.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And down he'll go at the 25. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, Cousins. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This one taken in by Olave. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Up the middle they go with Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Blankenship's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Now Carr, got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
What's up?
Again, it's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Here's Carr to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What now?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the false start will back them up 5. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Go, Chief.
On play action, now Carr. This one swung out to Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Carr being chased out left. And he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now Carr. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
What now?
Now Carr. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Cousins here to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break, from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. On play action, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To the air again, it's Cousins. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.